Good evening from Manila in the Philippines. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and it's the battle between Italy and the United States here in the quarterfinals.
Number 4, Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, the Mall of Asia has been lighting up tonight. First quarterfinal done, Serbia beating Lithuania. Now the USA, who come to this tournament, the team to beat for many people. This is one of their moments of truth. Can they get by a tricky quarterfinal against Italy? You see Tyrese Halliburton, you see Mikal Bridges, you see Cam Johnson, you see Brandon Ingram. All of these players have been having the weight of expectations on their shoulders. They fell in their last game to Lithuania. Now the real fun starts. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor. Quarterfinals, Mike, are tricky propositions, as we all know, after just watching unbeaten Lithuania fall to Serbia.
Well, it's real right now, and I think the wake-up call was delivered with the game from Lithuania. USA looks focused. They want to bounce back, and they want to be at their best today. I think the focus will be on, not easing into the game, really being ready to go right from the center jump, dictating the tempo of play, and being physical on the defensive end. This is what to look for from the United States tonight.
Lots of stories about this game circulating. Obviously, big moment for Steve Kerr. First time he's coached the USA in the quarterfinals as the head coach. He was with Greg Popovich 4 years ago when they fell in their game to France. But of course, USA rebounded, bounced back, albeit with a lot of different players to win the Olympic gold medal. And for Italy, this is a team that runs out. I think they've been overachieving at times, perhaps, but they just get the big wins when they have to get them, and they'll be going up against a team that has Paolo Banchero, a player that they had hoped would choose to play for Italy because his father is Italian, and certainly there were conversations about that happening, but ultimately Banchero grew up in the United States and has decided to play for his country.
What impresses people about Italy is the passion and heart that the team plays with. They're really together. It's a team that can really score from the perimeter. But again, the challenge for them is how do they match up physically against this United States team? They're not as big or as physical on the inside. They're looking to beat the United States with teamwork and ball movement and pace of play. Let's see how they do with tonight's matchup.
Well, in this case, in a way, for Italy, maybe the pressure's off. They come in as underdogs despite having had the strong first and second rounds, and despite having the higher seed coming into this game, because they're going up against the United States with Gianmarco Pozzecco, their coach, who won the silver medal with Italy at the Olympics in 2004. As one of their inspirations. They're hoping for big things tonight. So you see Serbia winning by 21 points over Lithuania. They were impressive. Now it's Italy, USA, tomorrow Germany and Latvia, and also finishing things off tomorrow night with Canada and Slovenia. So the winner of this Italy-USA game will take on Germany and Latvia in the semifinals. They'll take on the winner of Germany and Latvia in the semifinals. So as tradition dictates, and because this is a national team competition, we're now going to hear the national anthems of both the USA and Italy.
please remain standing for the national anthem of Italy.
Wow, it never gets old hearing those national anthems. United States, the Star-Spangled Banner, and of course Italy, and just adds to this incredible vibe at these events. Is such a joy to be a part of, and honestly, Mike, personally, I never take it for granted. It's amazing every single time and sends chills down the spine. The Naismith Trophy at midcourt, the team that wins the FIBA Basketball World Cup will lift that. And the referees for tonight's game, the crew chief from Panama, Julio Anaya, Ademir Zarapovic on the left from Bosnia-Herzegovina, and Juan Fernandez from Argentina. So these referees have done a good job. They've been judged. And I got to tell you, I love seeing Jip just really taking the shackles off and really doing his thing. Look at him, the mascot has just taken it to a different level.
Flying high in Manila, Jip.
You should have got your picture made with him up there.
I mean,
that was the first thing you did when we got to the Mall of Asia. You
I'm a big fan of Jip. I like this mascot. I like Jip.
Okay, USA tonight starting Mikal Bridges, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Jaren Jackson Jr. And Tyrese Halliburton, who's been terrific. Cam Johnson, Ingram, Paolo Banchero, we talked about him, could have played for Italy. You got Porter as well. And Kessler, Reeves, big favorite here. Jackson, well, look at this. Anthony Edwards is just pouring in the points.
Second highest individual scoring total for a Team USA member. Anthony Edwards, the go-to guy, got it going on the offensive end. He'll be a key again here tonight.
Austin Reeves, Los Angeles Lakers. They love the Lakers in Manila.
And we saw Lithuania post him up, try to take advantage of him defensively. Let's see how Austin responds here today against Italy.
Steve Kerr won the world title as a coach. Excuse me, won the world title as a player back in 1986. And obviously an incredible resume, or CV if you want to call it, if you live in Europe.
And you when
it comes to coaching in the NBA.
And you love the message he sent his team now. He's got them focused and ready to bounce back when it counts in the quarterfinals.
For Italy, it's going to be Marco Spissu, Stefano Tonut, Nicola Melli, Simone Fontecchio, and Achille Polonara, Gianpaolo Ricci, Spagnolo, Dio, Severini, Protida, Paiola, and Datome coming off the bench. And they will be getting the ball, hopefully, into the hands of this man, Simone Fontecchio.
Fontecchio is the most important matchup for this United States defense. He's an outstanding scorer. He's a go-to player here, and he will attack this United States team in different ways. His scoring will be critical because the Italy team has struggled to score at times.
And Marco Spissu is a player you need to keep an eye on. This guy can drill 6 or 7 threes in a row and beat you almost single-handedly at times, it seems.
Yeah, he's the ultimate heat check. He's a guy that will get in there, and when one goes down, all it takes is one. We saw him catch fire in Eurobasket last fall.
Pizzeco, as I mentioned, as a player, had success with Italy, and obviously very popular back in his playing days with fans in Italy, and now he's at the helm of this national team. So, a very big occasion. Datome, of course, played in the NBA and was successful there, I felt, and obviously has had most of his minutes playing in Europe.
The challenge for Italy right now, you know, they're a perimeter-oriented team. They'll have scoring and shooting from 5 spots, but that matches up well with this United States defense. Whereas Lithuania, for example, could try to post up a 5 or post up a 4 or 3. This is a different team. They can post Melli, they can post Datome, but these players are different strengths. This United States team has the potential to go with a smaller lineup, switch screens, and really establish their defense in tonight's game.
I think conventional wisdom says the USA are going to come out strong, and there might be a backlash tonight that Italy are going to feel, but you never know. Last win over the USA in the World Cup was in 1978. You know where that was?
I'm reading the graphic and I say Manila.
So Jip just can't stay out of the spotlight. He's going to show us how much time is left. Good skills with the cube. And also another disappearing act.
Jeff, that's my favorite part, where he disappears into space.
He's a magician. Don't forget 2004, when the USA were building up for the Olympics in Athens, they faced Italy, and Italy just exploded and ran them out of the gym in that game. And Gianmarco Pizzeco was in that Italy team. And Carlo Recicalti, who's his mentor, was his coach at the time. His mentor, Recicalti, sits here on the Italian bench as well, part of the staff. Just gave him a hug. Nicola Melli also played in the NBA. So there is some familiarity, and there's not going to be, it's not going to be a situation of Italians looking up in awe at the Americans, and I'm sure the Americans fully respect this Italian team as well. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mall of Asia here in Manila, the Philippines. The quarterfinal between the United States and Italy is underway. Jackson backs his way down low, misses, but Hart gets a rebound. Anthony Edwards gets an attempt, another long rebound out to the USA. And Brunson starts to look and is able to get in, and a little bit of English gets the ball to go in.
2 offensive rebounds, giving them second opportunities, third opportunities. Strong start for the United States.
Polonara drives in, tries to bank it in. And the ball goes off Melli and out of bounds, so the USA will keep it.
And Jeff, the key for the United States, as we see this beautiful finish from Brunson on the first possession, establish your defense, establish your rebounding, and get out in transition.
Bridges, he misses, so the USA starting a little cold from the field here.
You see the 5-out alignment for Italy, 5 players on the perimeter, moving the ball around.
Quick pass, they find Melli, pump fake, and he's fouled by Jackson.
So again, in the 5-out alignment, Italy will search out the 5-man, the center, Jaren Jackson Jr. They got coverage and created the advantage with good ball movement. Jackson recovers and fouls. Melli is an extremely intelligent player. He's excelled in Europe and had time in the NBA, so he will not back down.
So Melli gets the first to drop. Brunson telling the referee, hey, Stefano Tonu beside me, his foot was on the arc. A little bit of gamesmanship already. Just 1 of 2, but Melli goes up for the rebound.
And again, defensive rebounding has been a point of emphasis for the United States the last few days after being out-rebounded and surrendering offensive boards.
Edwards into the paint, gets it to Hart. And Jackson gets it and goes up and scores.
We can see the early physical advantage for the United States at the rim.
Anthony Edwards harassing Spissu. Here's Melli, goes in for the dunk.
Jeff, traditionally, Italy is an excellent pick and roll team, so it's no surprise they attack with a 1-5 pick and roll and get an easy basket.
And the ball knocked out of Brunson's hands, but it goes to Hart, and then Jackson comes in, and they're going to rule that out, a charge. Good reaction by the Italian defense. Part of his foot was inside the semicircle.
Well, again, you have to reward Melli for giving up his body in that situation. This is a big fella coming at you with Jaren Jackson Jr. But even though Jaren Jackson Jr. goes to the bench with 2 fouls, this is the lineup the United States needs to make effective with Banchero at the 5 switching screens.
And you saw the excitement with Pizzeco on the bench. Tonu, remember, Banchero, I mean, it's inescapable, especially if you're watching in Italy. He could have played for them. And Tonu scores over Banchero here at the beginning of the game. Brunson, the left hand shot, no good. Ball, and the Americans getting a lot of loose balls. Edwards misses. So the Americans have started cold.
Lots of effort on the boards.
And Fontecchio being guarded by the best defender probably in that USA team. Bridges. Polonara again drives in and just so strong. Brunson.
So, Jeff, we see the difference where Lithuania would punish the switches in the post. Italy is a ball movement perimeter team. They're trying to attack the closeouts. And the United States on the first 2 defensive situations have challenged extremely well.
Edwards gets to the baseline. Hart, now Bridges open for 3, and he misses. But those offensive rebounds going the way of the USA, and Bridges is fouled. So he's got an N1 coming.
I love the energy and effort and activity from this United States lineup. They're going after these offensive boards. While they're not converting the shots yet, this is an excellent finish from Bridges here. 3-point play opportunity.
Fontecchio picks up the foul. Fontecchio has yet to take an attempted shot at the other end.
Earnest rebound for Michael Bridges.
So Bridges, who came in shooting 80% at the line, makes the free throw. Fontecchio, dangerous dribbling, turns it over, guarded by Banchero.
Banchero he's the factor, he's the key. He allows them to switch 1 through 5, and he can defend on the perimeter. Excellent work there from Paolo Banchero.
Oh, and look at that, Spissu and Tonu kind of hemmed him in Thought they had a steal, but the whistle blows.
Again, this is an intelligent defensive team. You see,
that's a good call.
Very good call, just reached in, but Italy will play very good position defense.
Brunson. Off the Banchero. And Polonara brings down the board finally for Italy. Spissu quickly to Tonut. And doesn't settle. Drives in for the layup.
Tonut hits the three, attacks the closeout here, very active in the early going.
Edwards travels.
And Jeff, the travel is just an instinct. He's so used to trying to stampede downhill in the NBA. Edwards caught it, got into the gap, traveling.
Melli, post up, Banchero drives. Polonara gets the rebound back outside. Tonut from behind the arc. And now Bridges quickly up to Brunson, who drives in deep into the paint and misses the shot.
A lot of contact there, Jeff.
Oh boy, tough pass for Fontecchio at his feet. Now Banchero able to get it to Edwards. Brunson from the right corner, good!
And the United States emphasizing a fast start, not easing into the game. You can visibly see the effort and energy from this lineup.
Remember, Jackson on the bench with 2 fouls, so Banchero in the game early. Fontecchio falls down, has to get rid of the basketball, and then Brunson whistled for a foul.
Really good activity from Team USA defense.
And now another look at the Brunson three-pointer. And we're going to see wholesale substitutions for the USA. Also, Richie is coming in for Polonara, so Brandon Ingram comes in. Tyrese Halliburton, Reeves, Austin Reeves, Portis Jr.
And Jeff, USA wants to push the pace. They average over 100 points a game. Italy at times has struggled to score, averaging close to 80 points a game in the tournament. Here comes the depth for Team USA.
Get to Melli, and he travels. Portis takes it deep, and his pass intercepted by Tonut. And the kick. So Italy will retain possession. For the nature of this tournament, USA well aware that it is unpredictable, and you just do not know what's around the corner. They just watched Lithuania, who played very well against them and won, fall out of this competition, losing to Serbia in the quarterfinal, the first quarterfinal today. Fontecchio, he misses with his first attempt.
Great contest there from Banchero after the switch.
Brandon Ingram, a lot of offense, and Ritchie guarding him, and the whistle blows, and Ingram will go to the line.
So Ingram is such a gifted scorer. It's great to see him shot fake and attack through the contact. Here's the foul at the end, but he was hit early in the drive and kept going. That's a great sign from Brandon Ingram.
So Datome, Luigi Datome is coming in for Tonut. He's retiring from basketball after this World Cup. There's Tonut getting the high fives as Italy giving a good account of themselves here at the start of the game. And now we got some blood So Richie was called for the foul on that play, but I think took some contact from Ingram on the play, so he's going to have to go out. Coming in will be Luca Severini. He's 21 years of age.
So with this lineup, Italy has
27, excuse me.
Melli, Severini, and Datome. And I'm interested to see who they play as a three-man. Spissu, Fontecchio in the backcourt with...
It's part of the game, isn't it, Mike? Look at that. Getting the...
Yeah. And he will, no doubt, be ready to return. 1-2-2 half-court pressure here from the United States after the free throw. Great recovery.
There's Austin Reeves guarding Melli. Datome from the right corner.
Excellent contest from Ingram.
And Halliburton pulls up on the break. 14-8. Biggest lead of the game for the USA. Severini for three. And they battle for the rebound. It goes out to Halliburton. Another, this time no. So Fontecchio rebounds. I tell you, Melli's been in some good spots for putbacks, but just hasn't put them in. Here goes Fontecchio, and takes the bump. And great hustle. They're going to count it. A chance for a three-point play because Ingram blocked it after it went off the backboard. Another look at the replay. Looks a lot closer when you slow it down.
Yeah, and it's amazing the officials have such good eyesight to catch that. But this is the first opportunity we see Fontecchio, who has been an outstanding scorer this tournament, get some points and get to the free throw line. Now, Jeff, rebounding, defensive rebounding is a priority.
You look at Simone Fontecchio and on-ball screens, points per screen, 0.67.
And that's amazing.
Number one.
Yes, catch and shoot.
And Brandon Ingram goes down for the three-pointer on the wing.
There was another catch and shoot. Quick release, not having the ball in his hands long.
Spissu hasn't found any space to launch his shots yet. Here's Fontecchio trying to get into it on the baseline. And Banchero brings it up the floor. Austin Reeves steps back. It's good. And Grant Hill likes what he sees, the managing director for the national team of the United States. And just like that, Italy are going to call timeout. And this is a problem for most players trying to stick with Austin Reeves because he can blow past you or he can hit the three.
Well, he's looking to bounce back from last game. This is a great sign to, you know, hit your first three-point look. But he had the advantage as they were cross-matched in transition. When the United States can grab defensive rebounds and convert, they will have opportunities like that to have bigs matched up on guards. USA did a great job finding the matchup.
Spalla il blocco cieco per prendere la palla qua. È inutile che giochiamo solo per giocare il pick and roll. È inutile che giochiamo solo per giocare il pick and roll. Poi dobbiamo tornare in difesa, è impossibile che non tiriate qua da solo, ok? Ok? Adesso giochiamo pollice per Cici. Ma dobbiamo muoverci perché dobbiamo andare fuori dal campo e così ci viene a prendere la palla qua. E vai un po' blocco.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, look at that, 0.67 ranks first, points per screen, and compared to Anthony Edwards, 0.61, he's third. Both those guys.
That's great efficiency from two important players for their teams who've had great tournament scoring.
Paiola in the game for Italy at guard, number 54. He was in Italy's Olympic team. Here's Fontecchio trying to find some space. Reeves goes past, and it doesn't matter. Fontecchio shows us the talent. Nice pass to Portis. Halliburton.
Breakdown defensively, and how many times have we seen Halliburton get into the paint, make a beautiful no-look pass, setting up Portis. Beautiful.
Pretty sure Halliburton has eyes in the back of his head. Here's the pass to Ritchie, back outside to Tomei for three. Italy just 2 of 7 from three-point range. USA are 4 of 8.
With the lead, the United States plays more relaxed, plays freer.
Halliburton to Banchero. Nope. But again, another offensive rebound. Halliburton. They're going to count it. Nope. They're not going to count it.
Called 3 seconds in the lane on Banchero on that play.
Well, that's a break for Italy.
So, Jeff, for both teams, it's important that guards and perimeter players help in rebounding. This has been a point of emphasis for the USA. It's not just the bigs. The guards have to get in there and help rebound.
Sheeta in the game, number 50 for Italy. Here he is. Tomei from the elbow. Now Halliburton. Sheeta just 21 years of age. Where's number 50 for the Italians? And into Banchero, and the layup is good. And USA stretching their lead. Look at this. Now watch what happens. Oh, we couldn't see it. The USA thought they had the ball, but so that's the end of the first quarter, and it doesn't look good for Italy, who trailed 24-14 against the United States.
So, Jeff, USA defense limiting Italy to 29% from the floor, 30 from 2, and 29 from 3. They're defending without fouling. They're also out-rebounding Italy 16-8. Excellent defensive start for the United States. So as we see, when Jackson's in the game, Italy can get shots through their pick-and-roll actions, Belly finishing at the rim. But the lineup, when Banchero comes in and they switch 1 through 5, allows the United States to have coverage and defend the three-point line. Unlike Lithuania, who could post up several positions, this Italian team is a perimeter-oriented team. They will go one-on-one or try to attack closeouts. The United States is prepared for this game.
Well, the Mall of Asia is rocking and rolling as usual here when the USA is in town. And scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891 in your smartphone, so you can look at video streams, schedules, scores, and more. International basketball, and especially during the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Lithuania, who beat the United States in their last game fell to Serbia today in the quarterfinals, so they are out of the title hunt, and Serbia advanced to the semifinals. So now the USA taking on Italy, who are on the back foot. Payola gets it to Tonut, who's come back into the game. Fontecchio back in as well. Beat set, and that was short.
Jeff, well defended by Ingram there. U.S. physical off the ball here in the first half.
Severini guarding well, and then Payola comes down to help out. Comes up with a steal. Ritchie into the paint. Bulls went right at Ingram. Italy have missed some shots down low they probably should have made, or they could have made. Portis Jr., long rebound, corralled by Ritchie. And again, Alessandro Payola had some trials in the NBA. Remained in Europe. Here's Severini. Skip pass. Oh boy, had the layup, passed it up. Fontecchio for three. Looked like Payola could have gone right to the hoop.
The United States very active in team defense right now. Great start for their Steve Kerr side.
Halliburton misses. Well, a couple opportunities for USA to get even more separation, but Melly trying to check back into the game on the next dead ball. And there's the reach. Good job by Halliburton. And Severini fouls Halliburton, who bends over and holds his right shoulder. So USA going to make substitutions to bring the starters back in.
And again, you like what Coach Kerr is doing. He's got the hockey sub. He's going in shifts. He's got the first 5 guys, second 5 guys, and he's trying to keep that intensity high, especially on the defensive end. But now, with Jaren Jackson into the game, let's see how the USA pick and roll coverage can stop this Italian team.
Oh, the bounce pass to Hart.
Great drop off from Brunson, great cut from Hart.
Italy struggling at this end of the floor. Fontecchio back to Melli. Ritchie again, going hard to the basket. And Melli flying in for the rebound. Ritchie, the ball slipped out of his hands and puts it up and in. Well, they're saying that the ball was tapped when he released it, so must have been a break for Italy there. Bridges gets it at the other end. I mean, the way that Ritchie at first didn't go for it, it suggested that he was going to travel if he picked it up.
Bridges with authority to the rim. You love the way he's presented himself out here today.
A little runner for Tonut. Melli he can rebound it actually. Italy just shooting awful right now. It's kind of like they're in a hurry. Payola, Tonut, feet set. And again, Melli just battling away, just cannot get any putbacks. Brunson wide open.
Really good offense in transition there, just missed the shot. But down this end, the United States, good activity. Please block somebody out. Smaller lineup, put a body on somebody. Control your defensive boards.
Tonut bounce pass, and Melli. Good play for Italy. Hart, his front and back of the rim stays out.
You like the shot, rhythm shot.
Fontecchio open. Gosh. Hart. And the charge on Hart. Melly's going to stay down for a minute. Took that straight to the chest.
Yeah, that was tremendous contact. Look at him give up his body and take the hit.
Ooh.
That's a veteran laying it on the line right there. Nico Melli not only doing it on the boards, in pick and roll, drawing charges. Outstanding for Italy.
Procida back in the game. Fontecchio sits down, Paiola sits down. You know, it's difficult for Fontecchio because everybody in the building knows Italy want him to get the ball, and that includes the USA. So they're doing everything they can to limit him. Polonara is going to come back in. Spissu rattles out. Now Bridges. Ooh. And one.
This play started with a strong rebound and a great outlet from Anthony Edwards. He hit Bridges, who has been just so fluid in transition. Draws the contact, under control finish.
Reeves and Ingram looking on as their team opens up a 13-point lead. 8 points already for Bridges. Bounce pass to Spissu. Tonu wide open. Jackson for three. And good box out by Polonara. So as bad as Italy have been, they're only down 13. And eventually you would think some of these shots might fall. Procida puts it up. And he misses.
And that's a great job coming down to help on the boards. Josh Hart.
Tonu going for a steal against Anthony Edwards. Brunson on the baseline, weaves his way in, but he's fouled as he goes up by Melli. And that is the foul that was called on Melli, but before he gets his free throws, Italy have called timeout. Well, Pasecco trying to come up with a plan that's going to get Italy kind of back into it. But the USA have rebounded nicely from their defeat to Lithuania. Led 24-14 at the end of the first quarter and now lead 31-18. No look. I might as well give Halliburton the middle name No Look because he just always giving those no look passes.
And no look Halliburton rolls nicely off the tongue like some of his beautiful no look passes.
Bobby Portis Jr., 3 rebounds to go with his 2 points. Brunson makes the first.
I really like the way the United States have come out and asserted themselves today, taking control of this game in the early going.
There's the pass to Tonut up ahead of the defense, but holds it up. 3-guard lineup right now for Italy. Although I guess Tonut, you could say, is playing a 3. Kind of stretch it, and oh boy, that pass was out of bounds. USA thought that ball went off of Melli. Here's Spissu getting rejected into row H by Bridges. Bridges on the SWAT team tonight.
He's fun to watch defensively. What recovery.
Does he get it off in time? He almost made it. Here's Bridges from deep. Oh boy, it's not looking good for Italy. The USA now up 36-18. Oh, and Banchero fouls Tonut. So Mike, you know, Lithuania, by beating the United States in their last game in the second round, set up a game against Serbia for themselves, and that meant Italy had to play the USA. Had it gone according to plan, I think for Italy, I'm assuming they thought they were going to play Lithuania.
Yeah, a country that they know a lot about and they've seen before, and you know, this is just a really tough matchup for any team, but in particularly a perimeter-oriented team without much post presence that has trouble scoring, you know, averaging about 80 points a game in the World Cup. The United States has a great game plan, switching these screens. They're really contesting as we see the 2-3 zone now.
And a bounce pass to Banchero, and he knows what to do with it. But, and Italy just not putting the ball in the basket.
And there's no resistance defensively.
Fontecchio. And Italy's hopes just fading with every missed jump shot.
Oh.
Quick pass to Banchero. And he is denied by Fontecchio. Oh, that was a good recovery from Melli.
Another beautiful pass from Halliburton in transition. He's so much fun to watch in the open floor. A great dive from Banchero, but an unbelievable block there. Look at Fontecchio. The United States using this 1-2-2 half-court trap to slow down Italy.
Forced a turnover. Here's Halliburton. Oh, he banks it in. He looks up at the crowd. Don't know who he's looking at, but the bank is open. Here's Melli. Ooh. Outside. Tonut drives in, and finally Italy get a basket. Reeves wide open. Fontecchio again hands it off to Polonara. Well, that probably helps the USA because Italy had a bucket. When you're struggling with a perimeter game, you want to get as many inside looks as possible. Look at Banchero going up. He wasn't blocked on that one. Spissu, player that can get hot. He needs to. Here he is driving and scoring. Maybe just a little layup will help him. But quickly, the USA in transition. Edwards steps back. Reeves skies for the rebound. Excellent hustle from Reeves, but the ball goes back to Italy.
And again, this game, as you've said before, is just one-way traffic. When the United States gets stops and rebounds, they can get up in transition, and they're really getting easy looks.
One and a half minutes to go in the first half. Italy looking for a little bit of a comeback, and Polinar didn't realize Tonu was trying to go back door or cut to the basket. Zeko needs to conjure up something special here for his team. Bridges from the right, another three-pointer for the USA.
But Jeff, you can see there's no ball pressure, there's no physicality from Italy defensively. They're just letting the USA do whatever they want, get a rhythm into half court, and these players are too good for that.
Fontecchio drives in, and that's a charge. Well, on the one hand, you'd expect almost Fontecchio just to take the open three rather than drive to the basket, but nothing is falling for him, so he drives and charges.
They just ran their nice touch action here. Oh, Halliburton keeps it that time.
Halliburton. Oh, the follow putback jam from Austin Reeves.
Who saw that coming?
And now Edwards gets the steal. And if Italy do not put the brakes on this USA run right now, this thing is going to be over real quick. And the crowd, look at that. Jimmy Goldstein, super fan of the Los Angeles Lakers. I think both he and Jack Nicholson, the two most famous, devoted fans of the Lakers. He's here watching the Laker, Austin Reeves, along with everybody else with USA. Sbisu with a little runner, and Polinar with the offensive rebound and putback, and he is fouled on the putback. Italy's just looking for somebody, anybody that can make a bucket. But it has been a problem in this World Cup, as you said, getting buckets. So timeout on the court, USA in command, leading it 46-22 over Italy. Well, if you're the USA, there's not much to be unhappy about right now, Mike.
No, you've conquered this challenge in the first half. You started strong. You took control of the game early. This is the tip dunk.
I mean, this play right here kind of adds insult to injury for Italy. Flying in.
Yeah, but Jeff, again, this is a totally different game from the Lithuanian game, which was super physical, super pressure, and great resistance. And now everything is easy. So they've done a great job with the puzzle of this game. They've got the lead at halftime. And again, they need to keep doing what they're doing to finish this one. They're halfway there. Let's see if Coach Kerr comes up with any good play for the last possession of the first half.
Called a technical foul on Anthony Edwards. So he must have said something.
I didn't.
Well, they were protesting.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
It was after. Yeah, it was in the melee of the call. But anyway, that's not maintaining your emotional discipline when you're up 24 points. Do you think?
Not at all. Unnecessary.
And Polinar misses the first free throw on the foul.
And with that free throw shooting form, His free throws look like an Achilles heel.
Very good. I like it. Polonara, Achilles.
Achilles Polonara.
Yeah. No wonder Jip calls you a friend, the mascot. 46-24 USA trying to get the last bucket. Reeves, Halliburton, and his attempt. Edwards picks it up right at the end.
Not the way they drew it up, but a great first half for the USA, bouncing back.
Indeed. Well, still time for Italy, but they're going to have to play some serious basketball after the break. USA on top, 46-24.
United States with 5 more makes from beyond the arc, shooting a higher percentage, 46-24 for the game. United States defense holding Italy 9 for 37, 24% from the field. Fantastic.
Eight more rebounds, 5 more assists. I mean, you know the numbers are going to be better. How about Mikal Bridges?
He's been great on both ends.
Leading the way with 14 points. Been one of the best players for the USA in this tournament, without a doubt.
I agree. He blocked it at the row edge. He's finishing plays at the rim, hitting threes, doing it all.
So Simone Fontecchio, so much expected of him and so much needed. He's got 6 points and 4 rebounds, but it's just 1 of 6 from deep. And of course, the key player that we highlighted for this game, Austin Reeves, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 sensational high-flying putback dunk.
Again, it started with a great cut from Josh Hart for 2. You see Brunson so crafty in the lane. Does he get an assist on that play, Jeff?
Maybe. I didn't look.
Here's Bridges. Just so strong to the basket. Gets to 2 feet and uses his length.
Kind of in a bizarre way, Jackson picking up the 2 fouls may have actually helped the USA, just because, as you alluded to, Banchero made it harder for Italy.
Yeah, that's
offensively.
The game plan is to play that perimeter lineup that can switch and guard 1 through 5. So they wanted to get to it. At some point, it was just accelerated with the 2 fouls and take nothing away from Jaren Jackson Jr. But that second unit with Banchero switching screens, that's what this game needs for USA to take advantage, and they did in the first half.
So Anthony Edwards all smiles, the USA all smiles at halftime. They're on top 46-24 against Italy.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin,
basketball
can bring everyone together.
Basketball for good.
Normantas. And, oh, the rejection from Antetokounmpo on Big Jonas. What a swat. Kuzminskas.
Oh, give me that.
And right on cue. Oh, I don't believe it. You cannot be serious. Kuzminskas. You can look at his numbers there. 12 points. And now Banchero for the throwdown.
He went to work, nice spin, dunk.
Oh, pump fakes. Fakes the pass, goes in. Has to go for the tip in. No good. Now Angola can push this. Now finds Bruno Fernando at Boa Noche. Good night. Fernando with no regard for the transition defense.
All the defensive work, and Slovenia gets the ball back. Bendaze, Doncic slips past him, and it counts. Luka Doncic unstoppable through the lane.
And Bendaze, he did the right thing. Make Luka beat you off the dribble.
Finding Bogdanovic. Turnaround, quick shot, takes it. Bogdanovic, Troika. Well, coach, it may be Troika time. He's made the three-pointer. They're going into the halftime break with a 2-point lead. Well, dobro jutro, dobar dan, dobro večer.
Oh, what a shot from Paco Cruz. He was literally out of bounds. Mexico, Paul Stoll, rare that he misses that badly. Oh my! Rodney Hollis Jefferson just flies through the air, and even his wife raises her eyebrows.
Oh, goodness me. Wow. Aldama. Zamora will let it fly from wow! And he gets it before the half. Oh. Holy smokes, Jordan Zamora.
Well, that's symbolic of the shooting we've seen from Venezuela this first half. From the three-point line, 12 of 25 in the three-quarter. Leg bomb, nothing but net.
Way in the flush. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Mikal Bridges, as good as advertised tonight. He's got 14 points, 3 of 4 inside the arc, 2 of 3 from deep. And that doesn't even begin to talk about the defense that he plays for this USA team. So much vim and vigor as well. He does it all over the court. And tonight, well, he's been wreaking havoc. Just get him the rock. Five of 7 from the floor, and you can look and see where he's been doing the damage. 2 from downtown and scoring in the paint. And he just plays with so much fire. It is hard to stop him. Stefano Tonut, meanwhile, I think always one of the more underrated players for Italy. He's got 7 points, 3 of 7 from the floor overall. He's just 1 of 4 from deep, but he's 2 of 3 inside the arc. He can shoot it. We haven't really seen this great Italian team that does shoot the ball well. We haven't seen them do the business tonight. Maybe that's going to happen in the second half. They're just going to have to come out and believe in themselves, back themselves, try to chip away, get back in this game. It has not gone their way so far against the USA, who again are coming off the tough loss to Lithuania. That was Tonu driving and banking it, scoring over Anthony Edwards, which is no mean feat. And again, that's his one make from the top of the key. Well, maybe a little bit closer to the logo. And somebody, somehow, some way needs to come to the fore for Italy and bring a spark to this team in the second half if they're going to have any chance at all. And Mike, on the one hand, you don't have to get it all back at once. But on the other hand, this is the USA. You need to come out and make some progress ASAP.
Well, the biggest question for Italy is how are they going to attack the switching defense? How are they going to create easy shots for themselves? Because what they were doing in the first half, simply moving the ball and trying to drive one-on-one or attack a closeout, the USA had every answer. So this is the main point. They know they can get shots when they attack the 5 with Jaren Jackson Jr., but it's that lineup, switching 1 through 5 with Banchero, that Coach Prosecco and his staff must come up with some game plan.
Mikal Bridges, Mike, 6 rebounds to go this 14 points. He's got the 1 steal, but overall, if he's not the best defender of the USA in this tournament, he's one of them.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. He's really done it at both ends of the floor. You know, he's defended, he's scored, he's created, he's played in transition. I mean, some of these players are built for the FIBA game more than others. And Mikal Bridges, with his length and the fact that he's a two-way player, is an outstanding FIBA player, along with being an outstanding NBA player.
USA wins this game. I'm guessing it'll be a tougher match, tougher game next time out. They could end up facing Germany.
Yeah, and remember, in Abu Dhabi in preparation games, Germany gave the United States a fantastic game. And I think that obviously for Germany, as we look ahead, Latvia will be a challenge because of the way they're playing. They're overachieving. But for Germany, Franz Wagner is expected to be back. And for me, if Germany can take care of business, that semifinal matchup could be something special.
So about 2.5 minutes to go. And what do you think Coach Prosecco said at halftime? Or do you think that one of his assistants, or do you think one of the players stood up?
Well, I think that it's a collective effort. Coach Prosecco trying to be the emotional leader of the team. He's tried to spark this team in unique ways throughout his tenure. But again, I think, as you say, this is about the X's and O's. This is about a game plan, and it happens on the court. You know, Italy is known for playing with their heart, playing with their emotions, but that comes from making plays. So before that three-point shot goes down that can get that team energy, they got to have a plan to create that shot. And right now, we saw in the first half, the United States had every answer defensively. You know, Jeff, it's not a surprise because Italy throughout the tournament has struggled to score at times, as we've said. And this is just a really focused defensive effort from the United States. Now let's see if anything changes here as we begin the third quarter.
Grant Hill probably had some interesting thoughts after the game against Lithuania. I mean, he's a competitor. He knows you're not going to win them all, or maybe with the USA you expect to win them all. But, you know, it's just part of the process, isn't it? International basketball, you come out, and the one disadvantage that this USA team does not have is continuity. You can look, referees going over there towards Gianmarco Prosecco and having words with the Italy coach, who is kind of well known for being somewhat combustible. Look at the Jip again on the scene.
Would you describe Jip as a high flyer?
I do, yes. And well, scan in that barcode to get the FIBA Basketball World Cup app in your smartphone. Look at this Mall of Asia arena, Mike. It's been fun. Quarterfinals haven't been as close as we anticipated after some riveting games beforehand, but Italy might be able to mount a charge here and change the narrative here in the third quarter, maybe. Bridges, Edwards, Brunson, all on the court. Jackson, as well as Hart. Here's Edwards, and not what Italy would have liked.
The United States starts posting Brunson and gets a step back three from Edwards.
Fontecchio with a little runner.
And that's encouraging for Italy. Fontecchio, slow start in the first half. Gets his first bucket in the second.
Edwards passes to Bridges. Hart open from the left. That's good. And Hart, it's not just about rebounding. He can drill it. And Fontecchio drives in and is fouled. He will go to the line. So 2 threes to start the second half for the USA. Look at this.
And he had
yeah, that's you might want to give him his arm back, Hart. That was pretty blatant.
That was with intent, so there's no layup. However, there was also no rotation on the help side. Potentially a game plan from the United States, stay home on the three-point line. If that's the case, to not leave your shooters, you've got to do a better job containing the ball one-on-one.
So it makes both. Fontecchio starting to score some points here. So a little bit of hope for Italy, but they can't be giving away three-pointers at the other end.
2-3 zone after the free throws.
Bridges puts up his three. And little gesture there from Bridges at the Italy bench. I mean, I think it's just kind of playful, trash-talking banter. And he's just being told just to chill out a little bit because the Italy bench got up. Took a little bit of exception to it. Watch him. Watch Bridges. And Tatome was the first one that got up and said, hey, we're not having that. So they have caught a technical foul, Bridges.
Just a little too excessive. As we see players celebrate their three-point makes individually, he directed his three at the Italian bench.
So Steve Kerr was talking to Ademir Zarapovic, and I guess some of that stuff flies in the NBA. And Zarapovic must have instructed the coach, yeah, guy, you got to calm down a little bit. Polonara gets in and gets blocked by Edwards. And now the pass stolen by Fontecchio, and the Utah Jazz man dunks it.
And Jeff, you love to see your big man dribble bust out, but Jaren Jackson Jr. has to also finish the break with a good decision. It may not be a layup, but he's got to see the floor. Fontecchio did a great job reading the passing lane there, creating the turnover. Big man, get it to a guard.
13 points now for Fontecchio. He's heating up. Bridges for three, good! And he looks over at his own team. I don't think they're going to tee him up for that.
No, that was more individual celebration, more accepted.
And now Bridges gets the steal. And he drives in. And the foul is called. Well, Mikal Bridges hasn't been, surprisingly, the MVP yet, TCL MVP of the game, but I'd say he's probably got one hand on the award right now.
Yeah, he's done so well within his role for this United States team. He plays both ends, he gives great effort, and he has the ability to score in a variety of ways. Again, talent is versatility. He impacts the game in a number of ways. Mikal Bridges is a great FIBA player along with a great NBA player.
There's Polonara missing from deep. Now Spisu missing as well. And quickly up the floor, Anthony Edwards. And Polonara pushed out of bounds. It's a 29-point deficit right now, Mike.
Well, Jeff, you can see the United States has such a wonderful offensive rhythm. They push the ball, the transition with flow, with spacing. They get the ball where they want it to go, and they get an easy rhythm shot. There's no physical defensive resistance from Italy, and this is completely different from the last game against Lithuania.
Fontecchio, good.
And it's great to see his response here in the third quarter.
Yeah. And the whistle blows, and the foul on Fontecchio. That's his third. Trying to draw a charge to make something happen. USA, Italy are going to have to gamble a little bit here. See Fontecchio with 10 points in the third quarter. Italy going to have to make some gambles defensively, you would think. Here's Bridges again. He goes down. Celebrates with his teammates again.
Lots of enthusiasm from Bridges. You love it. But this is the Mikal Bridges show, Jeff.
It is. And we're all just watching it. You could have said it's his world, and we're just living in it. I mean, Bridges already with 24 points, 7 rebounds. Nobody else in the USA team has more than 7 points, and that's Brunson. Here he is, Brunson crossing midcourt. Bridges again. Now Fontecchio looks up the floor, gets it to Tonut. And layup for Italy. Oh, beautiful drive for Brunson.
The deceleration, the slowdown, and the floater.
Fontecchio out to Melli. Foul Tonut. I think what's disappointing for Italy, I think they know they can shoot a lot better.
But Jeff, that starts with the early game defense from the United States. They never were able to establish a rhythm and feel for the rim.
Right.
And that just carries over into the game. So credit the United States game plan, the United States defensive effort for the lack of feeling and rhythm in the Italian game today.
Oh, good steal from Fontecchio, taking it away from Reeves. Pulls up on the break. Now, Halliburton to Portis, and he gets blocked by Fontecchio, but there's Ingram for the follow. Well, Fontecchio's really doing it all at both ends of the court right now. That'll come as a little consolation to him in Italy. Spissu. Now Reeves. Bounce pass. And Portis scores easily. Italy have to call timeout as they fall behind by 32 points. So the American team beaten by Lithuania last time out, this time cruising against Italy.
Stare uniti e giocare, ve l'ho detto prima in spogliatoio. Se possiamo perdere di 22, perdiamo di 22, di 18, di 18, di 15, di 15. Non dobbiamo mollare, non dobbiamo sbragare, ce lo dobbiamo, Va bene, guys? Andiamo, in attacco giochiamo a... Giochiamo pollice l'alto. Andiamo. Dai. 1, 2, 3.
Paolo Campero back in the game. Banchero. Paiola back in the game for Italy. Melli has it. Ricci also back in for Italy. Montecchio skip past to Tonut, and Banchero gets it. Look out! Oh, he lays it up and in, old school.
It was a tease with a touch off the glass. Come on, Banchero, the fans want more.
He should get negative points for that one.
Take 2 off the board.
A player of his ilk. Oh! That's more like it for Paolo.
He took that one off the board.
Now Reeves from the right corner. And that's what the fans came to see, Austin Reeves. And Reeves knocks it out of the hands. 14 on the shot clock. Second time we've seen him reject a player in this tournament and send it off the glass.
But Jeff, look at the Italian lineup right now with Melli, Datome, and Ricci. How are these guys going to guard some of these perimeter skilled players of the United States? It's just a tough matchup for the Italian team. For them to match up size-wise, they don't have the perimeter defense.
And the ball on the ground. Ingram couldn't quite control it. Procido has it, bounce pass. And even that one stays out for Datome. Ingram tried to take out his anger on the rim. And now Pozzecco is going to go out and check on his player, Melli, who went down hard. Or is it Ricci? Excuse me. No, it is Melli. And yeah, he got it in the face, the left hand, Ingram. It's not intentional. So now Melli's having words with the referee.
Wait.
And now Pozzecco's having words with Reeves. I mean, it was a good, clean play, I thought, from Brandon Ingram.
We will check.
Well, Melly, a former New Orleans Pelican player himself, understands that these NBA players attack the rim and play above the rim. So when Melly did the right thing to try to go up straight and challenge, Ingram just elevated to another level, and as he attempted to dunk it, there was elbow contact to the head.
Now they're going to official review this, so let's listen in.
Go back. Norm, main camera. Okay. We are on an official's review to see if the contact matched the criteria for an act of violence. Normal speed, please. Okay, can you go point of contact?
Go this camera under the rim.
Yes, great.
I will go with the act of violence because it's a first hit in the face. Hit in the face and then, you see, go for the dunk, then hit in the face.
Okay, so he comes with a hand directly to the face before coming to the dunk. Okay.
Then go for the 2 free throws and the possession of the ball.
Okay, so go back. So we go on sportsmanlike on
number 7.
7, and we got 2 shots on the substitute. No, the substitute to come 7. Okay, after review, we confirm a sportsmanlike foul on blue 7 and 2 shots on the white number 41, who's coming as a substitute.
Okay, so an unsportsmanlike foul called on Brandon Ingram on the play, and he can't believe it. I mean, he went up for the dunk. His left arm was out in his hand, and the refs, I guess, just judged that it was a hard foul.
Jeff.
I mean, you can look at his head, look at his face, and I think that's evidence enough that it needed to be reviewed.
But I don't think there was any intent from Ingram other than, I'm going to hammer this ball. I'm going to dunk this ball.
True. I mean, I can understand.
And Steve Kerr correctly discussing with the officials, like, hey, he tried to dunk the ball. What about this call? The officials went through the process, made their call here, so let's move on to the next play.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, both of them former teammates, but I just find it hard to believe there was any intent at all from Ingram in that, but referees have to make the call as they see it. And it is unfortunate that Melly got a big scratch all down his eye area and down the side of his face. So I guess in a sense, an unsportsmanlike foul is a small price to pay for what he got on that play. But at the end of the day, it didn't look like there was anything intentional during live action, that's for sure.
Right. Italy at this point in the game shooting 25% from the floor.
Here's Ingram coming out and hitting the jump shot. Preciado gets blocked out of bounds by Ingram. That's the second time he has swatted the three-point shooter.
And Jeff, to this point in the game, the United States has 52 field goal attempts, 26 from inside the arc, 26 from beyond the arc at 3.
It's really interesting how Brandon Ingram was in the starting lineup at the start of the World Cup. Halliburton comes out and hits a 3. And it seemed, and clearly, he's just more comfortable coming off the bench.
Well,
he looks good.
I'm going to say Josh Hart is a better FIBA basketball player than Brandon Ingram because of the physical element. Ingram can score, and he's great coming in, just simply score. But when you look for the FIBA game, you want that versatile impact, that physicality, and Hart playing as an athletic four really helps their team.
And Richie goes up. So they're going to turn this over. What happened there?
So Jeff, he's got to give Banchero the opportunity to land. So again, that they called just a out of bounds play.
Okay.
But it looked like he got into Banchero's body in the air.
Italy fortunate to keep this one. The USA trying to turn it up a notch after their defeat to Lithuania. Here's Paiola, and doesn't give it up.
Back-to-back shot clock violations for Italy. Italy, organize yourselves a little bit here.
Portis from the left, that's good. And they are putting it on, and the USA celebrating, perhaps understandably, with a lot of exuberance tonight after what they went through the other night. Ingram, fouled by Paiola.
So Jeff, when you watch the style of this game from Italy compared to Lithuania, what is the one big offensive difference that Italy's missing?
Big post player?
Yes. There's no low post presence.
Hey, Procito with the steal. And goes in and dunks. Nice play by the 21-year-old.
Traditionally, Italy, a pick and roll country, a country of shooting. But there's been no attempt to play in the post for Italy.
Halliburton, a little razzle-dazzle over to Portis, who misses. Oh, Procito, what are you doing? And the alley-oop! And Banchero this time does not lay it up. He scores right at the end of the third quarter buzzer. And the USA back on track here against the Azzurri.
What do you call this?
Between the legs, alley-oop pass?
Yes! I love it, Jeff, yes!
I'm sure you gotta have something better. Three quarters in the books, and it is ugly for Italy. USA on top, 83-44. Ten more threes for the USA.
So, but overall, Jeff, 4 for 28 from beyond the arc for Italy, dropping their regular field goal percentage to 27. United States, 19 assists in the game, 25 points after turnovers, 40-11 in bench points. What's interesting for the United States, every player that's played has scored, but only one is in double digits, Mikal Bridges. I expect we'll see Cam Johnson and Walker Kessler Jr. here in the fourth quarter.
Well, scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891 on your smartphone. Oh no, excuse me, not this one. Scanning the barcode to get the FIBA Basketball World Cup app in your smartphone.
You're so distracted with Jip flying around, sitting on top of the scoreboard, doing his thing.
Well, Jip was just spectacular tonight.
Italy could use Jip out here right now.
Yes. Do you remember Flubber, son of Flubber? It's like he's got Flubber in his shoes tonight, Jip. I'm thinking the Fred McMurray version.
The United States is having so much fun in this game.
Well, Fontecchio gets another bucket. Cam Johnson. And Italy set about to make this more respectable here in the final quarter. Tonut just not making their shots tonight. Cam Johnson runs into Fontecchio, and the blocking foul is on Fontecchio.
So, Jeff, the air is out of Mall of Asia Arena here starting the fourth quarter. Polar opposite of the fourth quarter, USA versus Lithuania.
Brandon Ingram missing it from deep. Now a chance to run for Italy, and Mele has to hold up. Severini from deep. That's good. Well, 8:20 remaining. A little bit of life from the Italians. Pass to Cam Johnson. And if that's on Fontecchio,
well, congratulations
he's gone.
Again to Mark Kevin, who is now being presented by Vincent Agnon,
It is not.
Manager of Basel SMS Marketing.
Or it is. Yep, he is fouled out. So Fontecchio, not the night he was hoping for. He heads to the bench after picking up his 5th foul. 18 points, 5 rebounds. Another tournament for him with a lot of good memories, but unfortunately it's going to end. Well, it's not going to end. They're going to have classification games, but unfortunately it's going to include this game, even though he's got the 18 points. And Gianmarco Pizzecco talking to the refs. Yeah, Pizzecco obviously is disappointed. Wanted better from his team, better for the players to have a better experience.
But like we said before the game, they have overachieved to get here.
Well, here's, I mean, Mike, you turned the clock back 4 years. Italy didn't make it this far.
That's right.
The foul. I mean, when you coached Poland, you guys had that great run in 2019. You got to the quarterfinals and you faced Spain.
Right.
And that's when it ended.
It ended for us. We gave a really good effort, came up short against the eventual champions. Ricky Rubio had a fantastic game for Spain. Really well coached with Coach Scariola.
And sometimes you just run into a better team.
Right, but I think
on the night,
the difference is you want to feel like you played well. You want to feel like you were competitive. And I think this is what the disappointing part for Italy is.
Yeah.
They've just been non-competitive. They haven't defended. They haven't played well offensively. This in no way represents what they've done to get here.
Yeah.
So I think that's the disappointing thing for the Italian team.
Oh, nicely read by Tyrese Halliburton. He's turned it on tonight, and then the ball knocked out of his hands. Procida goes down for the two-handed jam.
And that was an instant replay from a few minutes ago on his steal from the sideline. Procida proceed to get buckets.
There's Halliburton. takes out his anger on Payola with the three-pointer. The DJ's looking down. Payola, the DJ's in the arena rather, and proceeded missing. So Halliburton wanting an unsportsmanlike foul.
Hey, shout out. You cannot continue like this in a 40-point game. Huh? We got a second technical if you continue, okay? Let it go, let it go. You got one when you shot. Let it go, let it go.
I think he confused him with Anthony Edwards, or is he talking about you as in plural, USA?
He definitely thought Halliburton had a technical foul.
Well, it's a good thing that he did, because maybe he would have already called it.
Well, again, the referees want to get through this game. You know, USA is dominating. They want to get through it.
I mean, Halliburton was a little frustrated they didn't call a foul before.
Yeah.
When the ball was stolen and proceeded to get the dunk. And now he's just answered the best way possible. He's gone down, and he's also looking at the referee every time he hits a three, like he's showing him up. But that's fair enough.
Whatever it takes, Jeff.
Oh, proceeded, blocked by Walker Kessler. He's like, my goodness, that's a big man. And then Tonut steals it momentarily, and Halliburton takes another three. So that's 3 in a row after the foul that he thought should have been called. He just says, I'm going to go out and knock down some three-pointers. Payola to Diouf, who's checked in. Diouf, nice big young talent. Here is Portis missing. Cam Johnson knocks it away. He just skims the net.
Timeout to the USA.
Well, I know you already know about the superstar.
So USA want to call a timeout, and
know that we actually have some other superstars here with us today.
just remind all the guys, hey guys, we're on top of this one. Let's just get out of here and go back to the hotel and have a good dinner.
Well, the most important thing for every team winning here is that everyone is healthy. Availability is the key for all of these guys, all of these teams. So the last 5 minutes, it's like, okay, let's keep playing. Let's play solid, get a rhythm. Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Well, Halliburton has just been knocking down three-pointers.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. We love him for his playmaking and transition, his passing. But his three-point shooting tonight has been money.
6 of 8. Incredible. He also has 5 assists.
Well, let's say for the United States, they're 17 of 34. But Jeff, this all starts with the defensive rebounding. When they can finish possessions and get out in transition, the game will come easier for them. Lithuania won because they were able to get offensive rebounds. They were able to control tempo through the post, but they were also able to keep the game in the half court. The United States, if they can get up and down like this, they're really, really good, and they're really fun to watch.
Well, if you're an Italy fan, you are relieved that Halliburton has sat down on the bench, because he was just doing the business. So Walker Kessler called for a travel. Tonut passes out to Severini.
Again, I love it when the guards are helping. Reeves grabs that rebound.
Here's Cam Johnson. Oh, that was short. That's probably from a lack of playing time.
Yeah, you just got to get a rhythm, feeling for the game here for the first time in the fourth quarter.
So Hart called for a takedown on Spagnuolo. Or Procida, rather. Watch this. No, it's Severini.
You know,
I mean, he's just strong, isn't he?
He's matched up in that case with a bigger player, and he's just so physical. And this is what makes him so good in the FIBA game.
And that was a nice finish by Tonut.
Hey, Tonut, we know, can score. Attacks and close out well and finished. Beautiful play from Tonut.
Banchero loses possession. And Tonut drives in, misses the shot. Guess he knew Banchero was behind him. Reeves with the bounce pass! And it's Walker Kessler with the two-handed reverse jam.
I love the old school reverse throwdown. That looks like the 1960 highlights from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor at UCLA.
Severini missing. So more substitutions for Italy, and USA just rolling. Is this a good game for the USA to have ahead of a semifinal?
Well,
I mean, does this put them back into the, maybe we're not going to be as sharp and focused ahead of the semifinal because we just beat somebody about 40 or 50 points?
I always felt that when the game comes too easy for you, there is a little bit of a hangover into that next challenging game. So this is the danger now for the United States. But I'll tell you what, anytime you can get a feel-good victory, anytime you can advance into the semifinals, you take it.
Whether it's by 1 or by 50.
Right.
Spissu finally gets one to go from three-point range.
Again, first opportunities to post up, post reaction three, rims in, high percentage shot.
Spissu reaches in, gets the steal. Spagnuolo in and out. Italy just, the strength of their team would be hitting threes, and they're 6 of 36. And like you said, they just didn't get in that rhythm early. Reeves. Oh, he's just breathtaking at times. I mean,
the change of speeds, the change of direction, and then his ability when he's fouled to still get a shot up on the rim. Very impressive. Hard to guard. A player that can dribble, create his own offense.
Well, you never know. Wonder if we might be headed towards another final between Serbia and the USA. It could happen. Here is shot, misses, and now Italy get it back. I was talking to Sergio Hernandez. Oh, look at that. Whose Argentina team defeated Serbia at the last World Cup and got to the semifinals, and then they played in the final against Spain. But anyway, he was telling me he doesn't think Canada or Slovenia will beat Serbia.
Well, the way they played today.
So he expects Serbia to get to the final.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way they played today was great, but we saw every game is different. They played with great motivation for their hospitalized teammate. You know, so they had real intrinsic motivation. They will continue that, but to play on that extremely high level, we saw, you know, Lithuania struggle to do it after beating USA. We'll see.
Do you know if that's much better?
the Canada-Slovenia matchup will be excellent as well. How will Canada deal with Luka Doncic?
Well, he doesn't think that they will. He thinks Doncic is gonna beat Canada.
Well, that's
and
also,
you know, I mean, I value his opinion because he's achieved so much in basketball, but this Canada team looks good. There is Walker Kessler going to work.
You know, Jeff, about the Canada-Slovenia game, obviously you love Luka Doncic and you love a lot of the pieces, but this is not the same team that went to the Olympics. They're missing Goran Dragic. They're missing...
I got news for you. I don't love him.
Blasic.
I like him.
Yeah, well, okay. But they're missing Dragic. They're missing Blasic. They're missing Muric.
Yeah,
they're missing several key players.
It's going to take an extraordinary effort from Doncic.
Chanchar. They're missing a lot of key role players in that Olympic team.
He will be worth the price of admission against Canada, but I've been thinking from the very beginning of this tournament as the ball goes through Cam Johnson's hands.
Cam Johnson from Pittsburgh, from North Carolina.
Yep,
you and I both like him.
Yep, we
but
do.
Jeff, he has not been ready to play today. He hasn't been ready out here.
No, he's come off the bench late. There's Spissu, and now looks like he's finally gotten into his rhythm, but there's less than a minute to go. I don't know, you know, whatever has happened up to this stage before today, I mean, it was, you just have to applaud Serbia and the USA for how they came out and took care of business today. But this FIBA Basketball World Cup has been fantastic with the close games, the results, the 3 venues. It's been really good.
Thank you so much for joining us for the first day of quarterfinals. We absolutely love you being here.
And it's never a good thing. It's always painful when you go out. And Lithuania know that they've gone from the high of beating this USA team to falling hard to Serbia. So Italy come out and congratulate the USA on a job well done tonight. And Gianmarco Pozzecco is going to go and shake hands with Steve Kerr. Now they're exchanging words.
At the end of 4, check your final score.
Okay, well, that was an uncomfortable moment. Hopefully, I don't know, is that about the unsportsmanlike foul on Ingram? But USA win it 100-63.
I think this was more about an invitation to play some chess.
Well, who knows, if we play our cards right, maybe we'll see Italy and the USA play again at the Olympics, if Italy can get there. They got there last time, and we know they can play a lot better. And if there's one thing for sure, it's Italy can play a lot better. So it's unfortunate that they kind of didn't get it going tonight, but on the other hand, you just got to applaud USA for coming out and getting that tough loss out of their system against Lithuania.
A lot of these tournament games are about matchups. USA had the athletic matchup. The style of play from Italy fell right into the defensive game plan of the United States, and they defended the three-point line, took away Italy's strength, the energy, the heart from the three-point makes. 7 for 38 for 18% from the game. 51-33 on the boards. Feel good win for the United States, but
well, I think you know who won the TCL MVP. I think he must have been told. Yes, there he is. He's being told now, Mikal Bridges. So it's just icing on the cake for him. So the numbers don't lie, just total domination for the USA, devastation for Italy. They just, again, couldn't get it going. And it's unfortunate because I think a lot of people expected a better contest tonight, but that's basketball. 18 more rebounds for the USA, 4 more assists. Actually, 5 more turnovers in the end.
Bridges,
go.
Halliburton, Reeves,
yeah,
all with important, productive games.
So here's the highlights, and maybe with Italy, this will be the quarter for the fans to watch because they actually outscored the USA 19-17.
Fontecchio fouling out, not the way he wanted his evening to end. Led the team with 18. Got it going a little bit in the second half. Some more teamwork. Better teamwork in the second half from Italy. A couple breakaway dunks for Prozida.
I like your Italian, it's good. Can you cook Italian as well?
Jeff, as you heard before, the only thing I can make are reservations.
I just love that. I wanted to hear you say it again. Halliburton gave us some moments in the second half when, after he felt like a foul should have been called, he just decided, well, I'm going to go down and make three-pointers in a row.
You know, I love the enthusiasm with which he plays. I love his ability to pass the ball and see the floor. And when he's also hitting shots, he's a fantastic player. Tyrese Halliburton is an outstanding point guard. Great in the FIBA game because of his length.
So a little bit of a break for the USA before they hit the hardwood again, but just kind of reasserting themselves as maybe the team to beat in this FIBA Basketball World Cup. And you look at the road to the final, the USA now in the semifinals. They will take on Germany or Latvia, the winner of that game. Those guys play tomorrow. Serbia also in the semifinals. They will take on the winner of tomorrow's game between Canada and Slovenia. And the teams that have already qualified for the Olympics: South Sudan, Canada, USA, Japan, Australia, and of course host France. Still 2 spots to be determined for Europe. And you can see now that Italy also have their spot in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments, where they joined Lithuania, who also had their spot sealed earlier in the day, or reconfirmed. So, well, it wasn't the game we had perhaps hoped for in terms of like competitive zeal, a thriller in Manila. It was a blowout in Manila, and that blowout was meted out by the USA. They are back in business in the Philippines.
Sì, ciao, prova 1, 2, mi senti? Sì, sì, ti sento, ti sento.